Okay, here's another video in my set of videos that I didn't know I was making. I wonder how long it will be, on forgotten 70s hard rock. The first one was on Frankenstein, Edgar Winter. This one is on Deep Purple. I've been thinking about Deep Purple for a long time as the forgotten of the triumvirate. It used to be when I was growing up in the 70s or the 80s that you talked about Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, and Deep Purple. Now, Led Zeppelin was always above the other two. But if anything, Black Sabbath was maybe a little lower than Deep Purple. At least where I grew up, that's the way it was. And now they seem to be completely forgotten in the States. So forgotten that in Rolling Stone, which of course is the Bible, and the most recent record guide, huge book, lots of records by everybody, except Deep Purple's not in it at all. Nothing, not a single thing. That just seems ridiculous. But there they are, forgotten. Now, clearly they're not forgotten. I just watched a show on Machine Head, their classic album that was done by the BBC. Clearly they're not so disrespected in the rest of the world. And I just happened to find a video on YouTube from them from 1970 with 3,658,320 views. So clearly there are others who still care. I've seen, like, that Frankenstein video didn't have anything like that. Nowhere near that number of views. So clearly, thank God, Deep Purple is still adored somewhere. But for those in the States who don't know it, I'm going to put a link to this video because this has to be remembered. Can't be forgotten. For you youth who don't know Deep Purple or don't know this song, or for the old-timers who've forgotten it, Deep Purple is very famous for Smoke on the Water, but that wasn't their best song. That's an amazing riff. All props to Ritchie Blackmore. But it's not their greatest song. They have other ones, Highway Star. My favorite, though, is Child in Time. And that's the one I'm looking at with 3,658,000 views. I didn't know anybody else even liked this song, but clearly they do. So I'm going to put a link to this video. Please go watch it. This is back in the 70s when people really went for it. And by that, I mean they just really put it out there. Which, of course, means much of it is laughable, absolutely hysterically laughable. And you could definitely appreciate this one in those terms. But I don't. I appreciate it in their terms. They're so into it, I'm with them. And the most important part, the part why I want everybody to hear it is simply the greatest screaming in all rock and roll history. Even better than Prince.